SONAS is an Irish word and it means well-being, joy, contentment. So that idea of joy is central to what we do for older people. I was always particularly touched if I visited in their nursing home to see older people sitting around the wall just looking into space, saying nothing, nobody interacting with them and they interacting with nobody. And because as a speech and language therapist I had worked in intellectual disability, I felt that the approach I had used there, which was to activate potential for communication, which is APC, that I could adapt it to older people in nursing homes.
We were set up as an organisation to train people to deliver the SONAS programme. Our work is totally focused on the dementia journey. The main form of dementia is Alzheimer's, and it's a brain condition that mainly affects people's thinking abilities. So it's memory and orientation and judgment. It can also bring mood changes and behavioural changes for some people. So it's not normal ageing, and unfortunately there's no cure. The cost of dementia in Ireland is €1 billion at the moment. So if you consider that the number, when it's tripling, the cost is going to increase exponentially as well.
Dementia is a growing condition around the world, but particularly in Ireland. We know that 50,000 people currently have dementia, and that's going to treble over the next 25 years to 150,000. And another way of looking at that is that 1 in 3 children born today will develop dementia by the time of 80. So what we have to do is plan for the now and prepare for the future.
It can be really difficult to care for somebody whose world is becoming increasingly confused. We train people who work in care centres and hospitals to implement the SONAS programme. It's delivered through group sessions that involve multi-sensory stimulation.
And how do you know the words to all those songs? Where were they?
I just know them from singing them, you know.
You do? And over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'd never been before today, so I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, but you've been here a lot. My dad would talk about things, maybe songs you'd hum. You also, when you're happy these days, you go whoosh, don't you?
Yeah.
There's a bit of a weak one, but yeah, you do. And I kind of, where did that come from? Because that wasn't something, you must be learning new things somewhere. So now I understand where you get that from, so I do.
We estimate about 3,000 people with dementia all around Ireland are taking part, and it's currently implemented in about 2/3 of care centres and hospitals around the country. About 4,000 health professionals would have attended our training over the past number of years.
We've used some of their own programmes in our own work, and we see it improving well-being and making people feel less agitated, and I've actually done the course myself, and I do think it's very, very effective.
They have introduced cognitive stimulation therapy for both people with dementia and carers.
We've introduced the Montessori approach. It's focused on the skills and abilities that the person retains, and we've been pioneering some new approaches, including the Alzheimer Cafe.
What the Alzheimer's Cafe has successfully done is allowed both people with dementia, family carers, healthcare professionals and general interested members of the public over a cup of tea and a bit of cake learn about the journey of dementia. And I think if we can destigmatise it in that way, I think there's great power in the type of training and education that SONAS APC provide.
We'll have an Ireland in the future where people can live well with dementia.
A gentleman said that the feeling he had after the group was a feeling of overwhelming love. And that to me is the biggest reward that I would look for.